Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Shravanam Diaries Podcast.
Hare Krishna, Jai. We're continuing to read Bhagavad Gita as it is, the book by His Divine Grace, Abhay Charanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Chapter 7, Knowledge of the Absolute, Text 6. Etad yonini bhutani sarvan niti upadharaya aham kritsnasya jagata prabhavah pralayastata. All created beings have their source in these two natures. Of all that is material and of all that is spiritual in this world, know for certain that I am both the origin and the dissolution. Purport. Everything that exists is a product of matter and spirit. Spirit is the basic field of creation, and matter is created by spirit. Spirit is not created at a certain stage of material development. Rather, this material world is manifested only on the basis of spiritual energy. This material body is developed because spirit is present within matter. A child grows gradually to boyhood and then to manhood because that superior energy, spirit soul, is present. Similarly, the entire cosmic manifestation of the gigantic universe is developed because of the presence of the super soul, Vishnu. Therefore, spirit and matter, which combine to manifest this gigantic universal form, are originally two energies of the Lord. And consequently, the Lord is the original cause of everything. A fragmental part and parcel of the Lord, namely the living entity, may be the cause of a big skyscraper, a big factory, or even a big city, but he cannot be the cause of a big universe. The cause of the big universe is the big soul, or the super soul. And Krishna, the Supreme, is the cause of both the big and small souls. Therefore, he is the original cause of all causes. This is confirmed in the Katha Upanishad 2.2.13. Nitya nityanam chetanash chetananam. I really like how Prabhupada says that part and parcel of the Lord, meaning the living entity, may be the cause of skyscraper or a city or a factory. Meaning you can be the cause of something. If we say that Krishna is the cause of all causes, it doesn't mean that you do something and, it's Krishna, he's the cause of all causes. No, you were the cause, you did this. But you're not the cause of all causes. Yeah. Text 7. Mattah parataram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya mai sarvam idam protam sutremani ganaiva. O conqueror of wealth, there is no truth superior to me. Everything rests upon me as pearls are strung on a thread. Purport. There is a common controversy over whether the supreme absolute truth is personal or impersonal. As far as Bhagavad Gita is concerned, the absolute truth is the personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna. And this is confirmed in every step. In this verse, in particular, it is stressed that the absolute truth is a person, that the personality of Godhead is the supreme absolute truth, is also the affirmation of the Brahma Samhita. Ishvara Paramah Krishna Satchit Ananda Vigraha. That is, the Supreme Absolute Truth Personality of Godhead is Lord Krishna, who is the primeval Lord, the reservoir of all pleasure, Govinda, and the eternal form of complete bliss and knowledge. These authorities leave no doubt that the Absolute Truth is the Supreme Person, the cause of all causes. The impersonalist, however, argues on the strength of the Vedic version given in the Shvetashvatara Upanishad 3.10. Tato yad uttarataram tadarupam anamayam ya etad vidur amritas te bhavanti adhyetare dukhameva priyanti. Quote, in the material world, Brahma, the primeval living entity within the universe, is understood to be supreme among the demigods, human beings, and lower animals. But beyond Brahma, there is the Transcendence, who has no material form and is free from all material contaminations. Anyone who can know him also becomes transcendental, but those who do not know him suffer the miseries of the material world. Unquote. The impersonalist puts more stress on the word arupam, but this arupam is not impersonal. It indicates the transcendental form of eternity, bliss, and knowledge, as described in the Brahma Samhita quoted above. Other verses in the Shvetashvatara Upanishad 3.8-9 substantiate this as follows. Yeah. Vedaham etam purusham mahantam aditya varnam tamasa parastat tameva viditvati mrityumeti nanyah pantha vidyate yanaya yasmat param na param asti kinchit yasman naniyo no ja yosti kinchit vriksha ivastabdho divitishtat kastenedam purnam purushina sarvam. Quote, I know that Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is transcendental to all material conceptions of darkness. Okay, maybe it should be like, I know that Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is transcendental to all material conceptions of darkness. Only he who knows him can transcend the bonds of birth and death. There is no way for liberation other than this knowledge of that Supreme Person. There is no truth superior to that Supreme Person, because he is the supermost. He is smaller than the smallest. He is greater than the greatest. He is situated as a silent tree, and he illuminates the transcendental sky. And as a tree spreads its roots, he spreads his extensive energies. Unquote. From these verses, one concludes that the Supreme Absolute Truth is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is all-pervading by his multi-energies, both material and spiritual. Jai. He is situated as a silent tree. He illuminates the transcendental sky, and as a tree spreads its roots, he spreads his extensive energies. It's a beautiful verse. See, this verse is from Shvetashvatara Upanishad, and it confirms that the Supreme Lord is a person. It's 3.8 to 9. And then the next verse, which the impersonalists quote, is 3.10, where it says that they use this verse to prove that there is no form. Interesting, right? They take it out of context, even though like just previous two verses describe that there is a supreme person. Yeah. We should remember which arguments can defeat such nonsensical statements that people give. I remember one time I was in Vrindavan. It was 2016, and I was visiting my Ayurvedic doctor, taking some medicines, and this doctor, he's a very great devotee. He's a wonderful devotee, Shyamasaki Kaviraj, and he had a friend or some visitor, and something he started telling me straight up front. He's like, I just clearly remember he started saying that I am God, you are God, everyone is God, and like, and I just remember I was just like dumbfounded. I was just like I didn't say anything. I mean, of course, it has it played out that he's very senior to me, very elder, and he was speaking so animatedly, and I was like I was not in my mood of arguments and defeat and fighting. And just maybe right now I would have said something, like not like arguing back, but like in a nice way, to just like to basically not support him by silent awkwardness. But yeah, so many times we read these things and we're thinking that why I know already that Krishna is a person, I don't need this. But like most of the people like in this world, they don't really know this, and there is a class of people in this world who are very, very adamantly and strongly try to prove otherwise. So I believe that, like for myself, I really try to, especially now this time that I'm reading, I'm trying to make notes of such verses that would be helpful in defending the Lord as the Supreme Person. Yeah. Jai. Tomorrow we shall start with Krishna saying that he is the taste of water, the light of the sun. I really love this chapter, 7th chapter. How Krishna is like explaining how to see him everywhere, and yeah. Okay, so tomorrow we shall start that. Thank you so much for tuning in today. The book links, previous episodes timeline, and biography of the author can be found on shravanamdiaries.com. The link is in the description, and we shall see you tomorrow. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare